So we are right now still solidly in the neighborhood. We're on the corner of Eastern Avenue and Shillingford Street. So probably 5 blocks down from the rectory space that will be the permanent center for leadership and civic engagement. And we are at this temporary location because as we purchased the rectory and worked with an architectural firm, we realized that there were some complications that we had not originally considered. The main one being we're trying to take a building and move it from a residential space into an assembly space. At the inside of the building, each floor is pretty much the same amount of space. There's an open living room, dining room area. There is a kitchen area and 2 bedrooms as well as a bathroom. We anticipate that we could fit, perhaps 20 to 30 people on each floor. So in terms of having adult programs during the day, there could be meetings, there could be some educational programs or financial literacy programs, there could be some movement programs. There would be enough space to do a small chair yoga class or some kind of a movement program.
Charlene mentioned some of the programs that can happen here can certainly be service learning programs, running exercise groups, yoga groups. Well, I'm really excited about this space. I'm glad we can start with it this fall. It's pretty interesting that the back door almost opens up onto our campus, where the front door opens up right into the neighborhood. And so it's very close. It will allow students to access this as part of their class hours, and then they can head on to their next class afterwards. I already have plans to use this fall. The space that I'm standing in now, it's not huge, but I expect I can get at least 15, 20 to do a presentation on how to modify homes. And so one of my OT classes, that's one of their major topics, is learning how to modify homes. We plan to present to adults in the area that presentation, and then in pairs my students will reach out into the neighborhood and go into their homes and assess their homes. Then they will develop plans for how to make their homes safe. We can meet back here and talk about that.
There has been quite a bit of community excitement generated around this project, so we did not want to sit back and not have some programs run that will have us again in this neighborhood working with the direct residents.
Certainly during the daytime hours where there's mostly class hours, that's where I think we can have adults coming in here. There will be computers, so maybe there's computer assistance. Well, I really think that having the neighbors see that Springfield College is out in their neighborhood, offering some of the programs that they have chosen. There is certainly a list that has been made available of things that the neighbors would like to see.
No, but there has been interest actually by some of our students into providing a room that we can open several times a week to distribute clothing and books. And there's a PsyD student who wants to start a food pantry. That program would be available to our students that might have some of those needs, as well as the local community.
For the students to really get hands-on and exposure to people that they may not originally feel comfortable with. And they will often see, as we all know, once they start working with populations they're not comfortable with, they find that they really like them.
We absolutely have a commitment to have the permanent center located at the rectory for several reasons. One is that the space is in the middle of the Old Hill neighborhood. And so it's at a busy intersection. It is a place where people are out and about and walking, and I think it will be an easily accessible space, as well as a noticeable space. The other reason being that that rectory provides us with the amount of space that we need to really do the programs that we want to do. While our focus is on is a lot on youth, we still want to operate health and wellness programs, nutrition programs, some of the programs that the neighborhood residents really identified as needs in the community. And in order to do that, we need a bigger space than this temporary center will provide. So this will be a nice spot for us to start things, to get our students here, to get residents here, and to help build some of the possibilities that the new center, the permanent center, will provide.